Hi everyone. Hope everyone is staying safe and everyone is having a fantastic summer. As you guys can see, I'm wearing this shirt. It says Delivering While Distancing. And this shirt was given to me by Amazon because I work at the warehouse here in the Bay Area, California. Anyways, recently there's been a lot of tensions going on. If you are aware of what has happened with some of the top CEOs of the companies that pretty much deal with things like big data. And one of the people that actually was involved was Mr. Jeff Bezos, who is the CEO and founder of Amazon. Now, Jeff Bezos is reported to be the richest person in the world. And that's probably debatable. But the point of this video is Mr. President Trump has made some comments over the years about Mr. Bezos, and he's saying things have been said like Mr. Bozo. I don't know if everybody finds that funny, but some probably do, and some don't. However, Mr. Trump is definitely a personality, and so is Mr. Bezos, and they both have a lot of influence here in the United States alone. Me working at Amazon, I have seen and I have been around the Amazon culture, and I'll tell you guys right now that the culture at Amazon is really not bad. It really isn't bad. Now, not everybody that you work with is the happiest person in the world, but Amazon does really strive to create opportunities for people in America. So let's keep America great again, if that's what you want, or maybe you don't want. But I think that if Mr. Bezos and Mr. Trump would work together and create solutions that are much better just for the economy or just for the America itself, I think that in itself is one way to actually counteract the things that are going on with China. Now, the purpose of this video is not necessarily politics, but the relationship status between Mr. Trump and Mr. Bezos. Not to get into so much details about Trump and his life before he was the president of the United States. He has done a lot for this country, and a lot of people like him and a lot of people don't, and that's controversial. But I will say this. I will say that Mr. Trump as a president has created a lot of influence in this country, has motivated a lot of people in this country. And even for the people that don't support him, many voices have came out since Trump was elected as president and before he was president, because of the presidential debates and so forth and whatnot. And hey, we're in 2020, so we got elections right around the corner. And for Mr. Bezos, well, Mr. Bezos, the truth is we all saw you in front of Congress, and we could all tell that you were nervous. And that's just the reality. It does not matter what you have done for Amazon or in Amazon, or it does not matter how you came to be successful. It does not your story doesn't really matter when you are in front of all these people that are working for Congress, and they're facing you, ready to drill you with questions, and you're sitting there all alone. So what I will say is Mr. Trump had said some things about the situation with Bezos and how much money and power that has been accumulated with Amazon over the years, and especially during this pandemic, the stocks were, below 2,000, and they soared up to over $3,000. While many stocks and many companies have been under depression since the beginning of the pandemic. And anyways, Trump saying that, he's going to go after Mr. Bezos and, put some executive orders on him and things along that nature. But I do want to say that Trump and Bezos uniting together will be a much, much, much more powerful force than both of them fighting each other. And I say that because they both have a lot of influence in this country, in the United States, politically and economically. Mr. Bezos, with all that money, I'm sure that there's no way that you're going to be able to spend all of it. And I say that because I believe in hard work. I didn't say I don't believe in hard work. And I do believe your story, and I do respect your story, and I like you as a person, Mr. Bezos, not because of your wealth, but because your ability to express yourself and your story and how you became successful and how much credit you give, not to yourself, but to everybody else. And that to me is worth more than the money I make. But just like you, Mr. Bezos, and just like Mr. Trump, you guys both have very strong and excellent ways of influencing people into moving them in the positive direction that we simply all need in these times and in times in the future. So, this is my first video. So, I've never done this before, but I do hope that I will be posting more videos on interesting topics in the future. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, it's as simple as doing it with a click of the mouse pad or trackpad. Anyways, for whoever has been listening throughout this whole entire video, I want to appreciate you and thank you very much. God bless everyone and stay safe.